I'm quite the skeptic when it comes to shopping for gold-filled jewelry because there are some things that retailers will not tell you. And in order for me to express my concerns, I need you to first understand what gold-filled jewelry is. I have this image here that basically shows you that on the surface you have the gold, and that is, sure, it's going to be the thickest layer of gold you'll find in the gold-plated category because it is 5% by weight of the jewelry piece. So you're going to get, again, the thickest layer of gold on the surface. But what's also a very important question that people aren't asking is what is under the gold? And that is called your base metal. What's under the gold should ideally be sterling silver, at least if you're someone who's intentional about jewelry pieces that you purchase and you want them to last a good time, you don't want them to be high maintenance, etc. But most often, that base metal is brass. And these jewelry pieces are at expensive price points and they're marketed as gold filled, they'll last you a long time, etc. The thing that I don't like about brass is that brass is a metal alloy, right? And it actually contains a large portion amount of copper. And copper will easily react to your sweat, to humidity, and it'll tarnish, which means it'll turn green. I've had gold-filled jewelry pieces that in a few months were turning green. And I didn't know why. This is gold-filled, and I didn't know what gold-filled meant. I thought that it was like fully gold. No one told me what the base metal was. So as I started shopping, I asked if I'm coming across gold-filled jewelry pieces, I asked, what's the base metal? Tell me why I've been told there is no base metal, it's gold. It's filled with gold. And I was like, huh? And that let me, understand that this person didn't know what they were talking about. And then I knew that if I was going to buy, it probably wouldn't be something that'll, be low maintenance. And it was probably brass under there because how could you not know? And I don't know, maybe it was silver under there, but most often than not, I realized that with gold-filled pieces, it's going to be brass. And the thing about brass is that it costs cents per gram. It is so cheap. But again, everyone's selling it for like $100, designer brands for thousands. Personally, that's just not my cup of tea. I like stuff that's low maintenance. I'm way too busy to be cleaning my jewelry every day. But if you're somebody that has the time of day to do that, then, go ahead. But anyway, with gold-filled being marketed in the way that it is, I do think that it's misleading when people are saying, like, this is so worth the price point because it's gold-filled. And it's like, well, it still will turn green. Like, my pieces were still gold and turned green. And I was confused because I'm like, I'm not scratching the gold off the surface. Why is this green? Well, because the brass was still reacting to the humidity and I was showering with the earrings. Or even if I wasn't, like, I was accidentally storing them in my bathroom, which you're not supposed to do. So I've learned my lesson, but I want you all to be very critical of when anyone's trying to sell you anything, and always ask what exactly are they selling you in terms of materials, because they'll tell you the good things about buying their pieces, but they won't be honest about the full truth. So just wanted to share that.